Hi, I'm Philipa Thornton. I'm the principal psychologist at MarriageWorks. Chris Paulin, my husband, and I run MarriageWorks together, and we're having Rachel soon to come on board with us. So it's like a little family here at MarriageWorks, husband, wife, and now Rachel coming in as part of the team here. Very excited. Coming into January 2019, lots of wonderful things happening for us, and we hope for you in the year. We're looking forward to. I've extended my couples therapy sessions. I used to do an hour session. I'm now doing 90 minutes. And I find it works brilliantly. It gives us each the amount of time and space necessary to really unfold and get some work done. I certainly feel less anxious because trying to squeeze two people's stories and work into an hour just really was a pressure and was creating a lot of anxiety for me. So I'm really good. And that's a wonderful thing. Of course, I'm still doing individual work. I love helping individual people come to relationships, actually getting past their blockages, recreating a new sense of self and moving forward using resource therapy. I find it so fantastic. Dealing with the crises in any PTSD or anything that's holding us back in this life to be able to keep us moving forward. I love it. And recognizing patterns. Patterns are so useful in our past and present because we want to be able to create new patterns, what we want to invite into our worlds and our hearts. I feel very privileged having Chris, my husband, and I've been through a few relationships. And to be honest, I felt like a bit of a fraud being a marriage therapist. Here I wasn't married, but I had experiences, but has been a difference for me in being married, which I'm quite surprised, and that surprises me is the increase in my calmness, anxiety. It's just really lessened, and I feel more secure. And there's a real safety and sanctuary, I love those words, with Chris and I. And I can see Chris is feeling also relaxed and happy and just a deeper sense of connection that I didn't think was possible. And I'm not a traditional person, although I did call my business MarriageWorks. It was more because it is an institution that where two people come and proclaim, and it does take work. But I hadn't actually realised how significant that would affect both Chris and I. It's a big deal getting married. I love helping people at that stage, and of course we have the Prepare Enrich course to do that and debrief, so you get to know each other. It's so important to have conversations before you get married about how you want your life to look. What's it going to be? There's always going to be compromises and conciliations along the way, not necessarily sacrifices, but what are you prepared to give and what are you prepared to give up, so that the two of you can form a working bond and relationship that sees you into the next stage and level of your life. And of course, as normal in any relationship, you'll get into some sort of form of power struggle. It brings up the baggage we all bring into relationships, and that's where couple therapy can really help you fast track the healing processes rather than getting caught in vicious loops and cycles of unhelpful patterns of arguments. Usually those sort of things, those deep arguments and hurts, are about unmet needs. And I truly believe when we get into relationships, we want our needs met. And our partners, in choosing us, they want to be able to meet our needs too. But we have to be able to ask for and know what they are, our needs. Sometimes that's a bit of a trick too. No one's perfect. It's, my need for closeness rather than withdrawal, but how I may act that out. And being able to express that to my partner, saying, hey Chris, let's go out tonight, let's have some fun, rather than us watching the TV or something. Let's do something together. Mind you, I don't mind watching the TV. I've just watched Patrick Melrose on the series, and Benedict Cumberbatch, well-deserved Golden Globe nomination. Fabulous job. I can't wait to read the books, actually. Terrible descent, and you see his life affected by trauma, which is why I use resource therapy to treat trauma. He keeps replaying his life, and it's a fantastic series. It's very sad. So be warned, there are triggers there on addiction and sexual abuse, but I think it needs to be talked about. We need to talk about it, because it's very clear that while he was abused by one person, there were other people in his life, and I'm sorry to say it was his mum, who just weren't there to protect him. And so many of the folk that I've dealt with, that's where it lands. It's that disappointment. It's that, you know, the significant caregiver who should have been there to protect, should have kept them safe, didn't do that. And that can cause a profound sense of grief and loss, hurt, rejection, and really affect a person's self-esteem and their ability to connect and be in healthy relationships. Because if you didn't grow up in one, and none of us kind of really did, our parents were doing the best they had. I'm not into parent blaming, it's no point. But they didn't, you know, they were doing the best, but they might not have got it very well right. And so we can take what we need from them and learn, and also we can decide what we want to have for our future and our relationships today, and finding the resources within us to be able to move forward and deal with a relationship in a healthy and getting helpful way, getting our needs met. We all, and I totally believe this, we all deserve to get our needs met in a healthy way without hurting the other person, of course. You know, the needs for connection, the needs for love, the needs for intimacy, the needs for stimulation, for playfulness, to keep us alive. That's what I hope you're getting in your relationship. So I'm signing off, Philipa Thornton from Marriage Works. Really, thank you for listening. Really appreciate it. And please like below, and if you can, subscribe. Really, thank you. Take care and have a great day. Bye.